Hi, this is Gabe, and we are going to be turning him into a child vampire today using just regular cream makeup. These are really, really basic materials I'm using this time because when you're doing kids, you don't want to go too heavy. So I'm going to start with a white base. All right, buddy, here I come. The style of makeup that I'm going to be doing on him was made famous by the original Dracula, Bela Lugosi, and he had a really, really simple idea of what a vampire should look like, and basically that was extremely, extremely pale. Lots of times they have a widow's peak, very sharp eyebrows, slightly sunken in eyes, slightly sunken in cheekbones, and there's almost no blood. So we're gonna go with that look because that's usually what people, when they think about Dracula or vampires, it's usually the first thing that comes to mind. And again, with little kids, you don't want to get too heavy on the makeup because they tend to wipe it off or sweat it off running around, and honestly, they just don't really like having their faces covered in general. So I'm not going to go super thick on the white, but I do want to get an even coating. All right, thank you. Give me a high five. Not done yet, though.
Okay.
Okay, now that the base coat is on, the next thing I'm going to do, like I mentioned earlier with the Widow's Peak, this is something, it's kind of more of a fun kid vampire thing. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing this on adults, but it does add a little bit of nostalgia to the kid Bela Lugosi vampire look. Can you look up for me? All right. And that's all that is. Honestly, they don't need to get any more detailed than that. And I'm going to use some of my Corpse Purple right here. It's really good for bruising and shading. All right, can you close your eyes for me again? I'm going to paint your eyes a little bit, okay? Can you look towards me? All right, you can open them now. All right, would you look up? All right, stay like that. You can open your eyes. I'm going to go underneath it. I won't touch your eye, I promise. Can you keep your eye open? All right, that's good enough, buddy. Thank you. Now, I'm just going to paint some little pointy eyebrows on. All right, can you make a mean face for me? Yeah, keep that mean face. And while I have a little bit of black on my brush, if you would you look up? You're doing really good, buddy.
Mhm.
Having fun?
Yep.
All right, that's always important. Nearly one last thing as far as paint goes. We're gonna give him some little cheekbones. And I'm just using the purple just to make a little bit of a all right. Now that I'm done with that, because we don't want to use a lot of messy blood on a young child, it can get everywhere. A lot of blood stains fabrics and a lot of other things, and it's just altogether messy, and they're going to usually wipe it off anyway. So if you can get away with it, and like I said, we don't want that much blood anyway. I'm just going to put a little drop right by your mouth. Thank you, that's really good. Can I do the other side a little bit?
Yeah.
Last but not least, again, with kids, a lot of times they're not going to want to wear these all the time. These are just really easy to find, cheap vampire dentures. And the thing a lot of people don't know about these is they can be trimmed to fit. These are just regular scissors, and see how easily they cut through this? Really easily. And I'm going to cut a lot off because he's got a really small mouth. And honestly, these are so cheap and easy to come by that it shouldn't matter if you ruin a pair. Okay, so now that these are completely cut and trimmed to fit, just stick them in. We all know how these work. Can you open your mouth for me, buddy? All right. Can you show me your top teeth? Can you show me your top teeth? Like, yeah. And just, there you go. Now close your mouth. Yeah. All right, now give him a mean face. There we go. Gabriel, 2 years old, everybody. Give him a hand.